Can you remember who you are?
My name's Jen and I'm from Valerie. I sing and play the guitar.
Was it?
Yeah.
And I'm Kirsty, and I'm also in Valerie. And this is 101 thanks to New Zealand On Air.
Okay. Oh no, here we go. We looked through before when you went here and it says, do you have a musical family? What sparked your musical interest?
Not really. Well,
what sparked your interest then?
Oh, what sparked my interest? Probably, I guess maybe a bit later in life. Like, as I said, I went to Massey in the 90s. And it wasn't until I left Massey that I ended up living with musicians and started playing music. I always wanted to, though. It was always one of those things where I went, I would like to do it.
What were you doing? Did you like flat and out at Massey and then not go to gigs?
No, I didn't really flat at Massey. I
didn't see you at
parents.
the Stomach or anything.
Yeah, I went to the Stomach a few times, but not very often, actually.
It was crazy noise music people made on their computers at the time.
Well, I used to drag some people there, but the people that I hang out with studying technology were not really into going to the Stomach, to be honest.
No, I can imagine.
Yeah, but I did go. I dragged some people there, and it's quite a different place to what it is now, I guess.
So Stomach's part of your family?
No, more Dunedin. Like when I moved to Dunedin, I started playing music there. I classic story. Had a boyfriend who played guitar, and he taught me how to play it, and I played lots of guitar. And we kind of went from there, really.
What was your band called?
I played in jazz bands at high school.
Yeah.
Yes, I played the clarinet and the saxophone. I think that's kind of a good basis of playing. I think playing anything as a kid is really good.
Hey.
Generally. And, I played in jazz bands, so we had lots of kind of improvisation stuff. I had this great saxophone teacher who would be like, come on, and you keep playing, and, it was really good to just be put in that position where all of a sudden you have to improvise in the jazz situation, where it's just jazz blues scales. So,
saxophone is the showy one, isn't it? Jazz improv.
It's kind of a bit cringy now, but people hate saxophone now, but
Nah, but I reckon the same amount of people like saxophone as ever.
But musical family. I don't know. Yeah, my sister played the violin. We had a piano at home, so I was encouraged to play piano as a kid. But
my sister had a violin too, and I played piano, and we used to make tapes on my dad's stereo of things we played together. Skip to My Lou, that was my favourite.
Yeah, so tell me about your musical family.
No, you're supposed to ask me a new question.
A new question? Okay.
Oh no, you both answer.
Do I?
There you go.
Okay, well, I guess I started playing with my sister, but I guess I see my musical family as maybe Stink Magnetic, and my husband, Boss Christ's band, I hung out with them quite a bit. I guess I didn't start playing with them though, a little bit. So I had terrible stage performance anxiety until I beat a one-man band for a while. And that kind of cured it. But I guess they influenced my sound for sure, my rock and roll interests.
Yep.
Yeah,
I spent a long time kind of, on the edges, going and seeing bands. I lived in Melbourne for a while.
Yeah.
In a band room, and me and my housemate Romy, she was like, I really want to play drums. I was like, oh yeah, I really want to play bass. So we would just go down when no one was there and have a little look around. And then eventually we started a band called 48 Shades, which was named after a 48 Shades of eyeshadow case.
Yeah.
48 Shade ourselves up and play. And we played a gig, which was fun.
Stunning.
Yeah, people said they liked it.
Yeah. Well, what do you say?
Cool,
it was really weird.
Yeah, it was good.
Cool.
Alright, so I'll ask you something.
Yeah, go on.
Random selection.
Yeah, sorry, I randomised that.
Is your songwriting more biographical or storytelling based?
It depends on the song, really. Sometimes the song is about a conversation that I've had with someone, and I'll go, something they'll say will, stick in my mind, and I'll go, that's a cool concept, and it'll kind of build, while I'm walking or something, and then turn into a song. But then other ones, it's because I've been reading something and that'll turn into a rhyme or a riff or something. But then others are totally about myself as well. So, you know, it really depends what mood I'm in.
Do you write, like, your songs that you write for Valerie, are they generally about a specific thing? Like, do you think Valerie is a platform for talking about a particular issue or particular things? Or do you think it's just whatever happens?
Well, I guess it's kind of started out because we were Valerie Solanas, so it was kind of about that scum manifesto. So the first few songs were kind of like human rights issues and other violence-related things. But then I kind of moved away from that. But then, nah, not really a specific theme. Because, you know, ideas are a dime a dozen, and I have heaps all the time, man. Don't know what makes them turn into songs. I've got more on my phone, I just haven't done anything with them. Yet, maybe.
Plenty of time.
How about you? You write songs?
Yeah, well, I guess, like, writing songs for Valerie, I do think that it is a bit of a platform for talking about, just because we're, like, you know, older women who've got children and live in that kind of zone, and well, apart from Joe, you've just mentioned children, but I guess there's particular issues that I talk about in Valerie that are about that thing that I probably wouldn't necessarily write songs about if there wasn't the platform like this Valerie. I think, yeah.
I guess I've got songs that I wouldn't do with Valerie. So maybe particular ones do happen. Oh, it's just weird. It's in me and it's got to come out. I don't overthink it.
They kind of come quite quickly, I find that I'll just sit down
hard and fast sometimes, hey?
Yeah. And then it becomes a song and it's in your head. It's like, well, it's in your head. You find yourself singing it and it's like, far out. I just like, it's in my head already.
It's good when it's in your head though, not like those ones where you get and you're they're good and then you totally forget them.
Yeah.
You couldn't write it down or whatever. I get them sometimes when I'm falling asleep. I'll have this real good idea. And then it's gone in the morning.
But that writing lyrics and having that way of writing songs is quite new to me, to be honest. I used to never sing. Singing is something that I've kind of...
Yeah, that's why you hired me,
Yeah, I've leaped into because I wanted to do it, but have always been a bit afraid of, and, you know, thought I'm not really much of a singer. But then when you start to sing, it's like, obviously, then there's lyrics, so then you can start there. So before that, I would always start with, you know, guitar playing or whatever playing. So yeah, it's a different way of writing songs, and then you've got to find the music to go with it.
They often come together for me. The line and the music come together often. I don't have to make up one or the other, except things when we've been jamming. But that's a bit different as well. They usually don't stick, hey?
Not often, Sometimes when we record them and we hear them again. But sometimes there's some brilliance there. I think some of the best things, I often think that the best things we play are when we're jamming in the practice room and hardly ever pull it off live.
They're one nice one. Sometimes when we sound check, we do real awesome things as well, have you noticed? I remember a couple at the Royal where we did real awesome sound checks.
And then we played quite mediocrely.
Well, we played our normal stuff, but whatever we'd done there, which I hadn't recorded or can't remember, it's just lost to sound check. See,
I don't know.
No one was listening
there's
except the
kind of
sound guy.
Relaxation that happens when you're just jamming and you just don't care.
Yeah, you're
and
just
then for some reason
out.
When it's like you're performing and it's like, gotta play this, and I don't know. Yeah, we never seem to really pull it off so well.
I don't know. We're all right.
Yeah, we're okay.
Don't be so hard on us.
I just think that sometimes when we practice, at practice, we do much better than we do on live. It's just part of life, really, isn't it?
Yeah, well, people not looking makes it different, doesn't it?
All right, next question.
Sure. How do you design your live show? Or is it just a result of playing your music live? Do Do you think about yours?
Not really. Do you know what? We do talk about set lists, and you guys talk about set lists, and I usually don't give a damn, to be honest.
Yeah.
It's all about the individual songs for me. And
Yeah.
I just, I just go, oh yeah, a live show, I don't know, we probably could work on it better. But, I don't know, that's a difficult question. What do you reckon?
Well, I guess I think about what I'm going to wear and how I'm going to do my hair. I do think about my performance, how it must come across, because I often just close my eyes, and that's when I'm having the most fun. But how entertaining is that for others? But I don't often remember going to bands where I'm watching them and go, oh, I wish they were doing more moves. But I do remember enjoying the Datsuns, how they'd climb up on the speaker boxes and jump down and cute stuff like that.
I have this awkward situation where I use pedals and I sing, and I've got a guitar, so I'm just strapped. I've got this 3-point where I can't move around much, but I do move around a little bit now. I've got a little bit more relaxed on stage because, I guess it takes some time to get comfortable with such things. But
I do sometimes wish we could have fireworks. That's just my love of fireworks.
Oh, maybe we should work on that one.
Oh, it'd be so dangerous on side though.
They're quite loud.
I know. Or you can get the quiet, the ones that you put them out
like
on the street and you're all like, oh, that's a bit wussy.
Kind of like an 80s hair metal band.
Hey, oh, it'd be great.
Maybe just like screens with, firework.
Yeah, maybe. It's not the same. Smoke.
No, you're right.
Outdoor gig, watch out. Cause
I know. Maybe I should just
Outdoor,
plan
really?
an outdoor gig. That's a good idea.
Right around Guy Fawkes, whenever that is.
I have
November.
actually often fantasised about rocking up to the Speedway and in like the back of a truck. Have I told you about this?
No.
Looking
Sounds funny,
up
though.
at the back of the
Keep
truck
going.
and all of the sides of the truck coming down and just starting to play while the Speedway is still on, really kind of sonic loud stuff.
Yeah.
And then the Speedway will stop and no one would really notice. Just kind of, that whole... people complain about loud bands, but the Speedway is so loud and so jamming out with the Speedway, and then that finishing and people walking past, and the frequency's still there, and seeing what, oh look, there's something else making that sound. I've kind of often fantasised about doing that.
Oh yeah.
Make it happen.
Yeah, should I?
A band bombing the Speedway.
Why not?
You need the truck first.
Yeah, some kind of portable generator.
Yeah, I'd love a portable stage. I quite like a good party by the river with bands, Yeah. Future plan, hey?
Yeah.
Get ourselves a truck and a generator.
Yeah.
Sounds
First the
primo.
Speedway, then the river.
Yeah. Fireworks at both.
Yeah, with fireworks.
Fireworks can
Well,
possibly.
fireworks is at the Speedway is cool.
Yeah, true. We should just do it when there's fireworks. And then we could fulfill both of our dreams.
I've always wanted to see the ground show because I've only ever watched from down the road where I live.
Alright.
And you can see that there's a ground show
Oh,
for
you
the
can see
fireworks, but I can't see it. There's just sparkles at the top.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, I wonder what that's like.
Yeah.
I wonder if that's a car on fire.
Maybe we should, when they do the big ones up at, how they do them on the hill, Portrait Hill or something? We went and watched them at the Plaza Car Park, so you could play on the Plaza Car Park with the fireworks behind you. That'd be great.
Oh, that would be good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we need that truck.
Pencil that in for November.
Alright, here we go. How exact is your creative process? Do songs always begin in the same way?
I think we've covered that.
Have we?
Oh, okay.
In the whole
You
song,
go then.
Yeah, we have kind of covered it. I guess I don't think we're terribly exact at all.
No, we're not exact in the least.
And
You talk a big talk.
do I?
Yeah, totally.
And then no one ever follows it.
Maybe that's the problem.
I try. Yeah, I guess it's part of our beauty. We're relatively structured.
Which is
we're
funny because
getting
you
more
start.
structured. I think we are more. I've played in other bands that have been much more unstructured, but then when you've got 4 people, you have to be a bit more structured, I think. And we have songs, where I've played in other bands where we haven't really had songs.
Yeah, see, I can't imagine that.
Okay.
Well, I've seen you. I've seen you play, but I don't know that I'd... Oh, no, maybe I'd enjoy it.
Yeah. My creative process, yeah. I mean, I don't know. I've thought about, because I'm a painter, I've thought about creative process a lot. And so I guess one big thing that I've thought about is the abandonment of structure and things like that, which is really common in contemporary painting, which is what I do as well. So I guess I kind of carry that idea into playing music as well, of letting the moment come, and that kind of beauty and accident and things like that, which as we have discussed earlier, does happen a lot. And when you're in the right kind of zone, and maybe not so much when you're too organised. But sometimes I wish we were more organised, to be honest. I think there's a fine balance.
You're always talking about that.
Yeah, like it's nice when we all change together and stuff like that.
Yeah, you and your changes.
It doesn't always happen.
You and your changes.
When it does happen, it's beautiful. Changes, yeah. It's a bit much to ask, really, isn't it? All of us change at the same time.
Other bands do it. We've got heaps of changes we do at the same time.
Yeah. We start and we finish.
Okay, let's ask another question.
Okay.
Do you love any artists who speak in a language you don't understand, and why?
Like a foreign language?
It doesn't
like
say.
Like a different language, or as in like...
It doesn't say. It just says speak in a language you don't understand. It makes me think I've been listening to this Hori's album and you can't understand a word the guy says, but I quite like it.
Well, quite often I don't understand lyrics. I think that it's not so important to me. There is another question in here which I did spy earlier about lyrics and music, and I think definitely it's more the music than the lyrics, because quite often I'll really get into songs and then someone will tell me what the lyrics are, or find out what the lyrics are, and it's like, oh god, that's not what I thought it was about at all.
Yeah, I know a song that I suspect the words are bad, so I just ignore them so that I can still enjoy the song. But I really don't think I'd like the themes at all if I paid attention. Maybe it means foreign as well. I don't really listen to foreign music.
I for a while I really got into some that kind of nice French stuff.
Yeah, like Air.
Yeah, well, yeah, I have liked Air in the past, yeah.
Me too.
Did I sing in French though? Do they have lyrics?
I've got no idea.
Maybe. I just didn't really understand what they were saying. It's more kind of, vibrations.
Yeah, well, like you say, it's the impression that you get from the thing overall that is important.
Yeah, Oosten and Bein Newton-Barton. That band.
I don't know.
You know the one that the guy from Nick Cave and Bad Seeds is in?
Oh, no, I don't know that one.
Names have failed to remember me. And I've failed to remember them too.
Yeah.
Blixer Bargeld, the German guy.
No.
Oh, right, anyway.
I'm not very good with names. I probably shouldn't have done this interview. I see the flaws in my plan, so bad.
It's like when you go to one of those quiz nights at the pub and you think, I know heaps of random stuff. They're bound to ask me those questions. They never ask the random stuff that you know. Just wish one day they're going to ask me all those random things that I happen to know.
Yeah. It's not quite the radio interview you imagine in your head, eh?
There's editing. There's always hope.
Yeah.
Foreign language. Well, I've often thought about other mediums as foreign languages. In fact, I had a conversation the other night when I was at a camp at Camp Ringy Woods. We were talking about communication, and some guy said, everyone communicates in language. How else do you communicate? And I turned around and said to the guy next to me, well, you can communicate in pictures or music. That kind of idea of there's other ways to communicate. And I think music is a way of communication. Does that answer the question, or was it completely off?
I don't know. I think these questions are just to get us talking anyway, so I'm not sure that it matters too much.
Yeah, but I'm really into... I've been listening to Warpaint actually lately,
I heard you talking about it.
Yeah, and I think I've played it actually, and I was like,
yeah.
what is this? Because maybe it does take a little bit of time, but it's real. A lot of that kind of stuff, HG, I was obsessed. I get obsessed with bands. I was obsessed with HG.
I noticed that.
That kind of instrumental, non-language. I have no idea what he's talking about half the time. It's all that kind of stuff and not really words, which I think speaks a language in itself.
For sure, I do. My face paints a different picture, but I do understand.
Yeah.
I do understand. It's all about the music. Maybe you should ask one.
Okay. Do you usually find yourself connecting more to a song's lyrics or music? Here we go.
God.
What was in there?
I do love the lyrics actually. I like singing along, and I'll put something on repeat until I've got the words of some songs. I have to admit, get obsessed with them. Have to sing them on the street and things. So it is sometimes.
Sometimes lyrics.
Sometimes it's the lyrics that I love. You know, when they really talk to you. Like, I remember seeing Beatman play in Wanganui, and he just, I don't know, like he must have like a similar history to me or something, so that whatever, because he's like Swiss or something like that, so you can't understand a word he says even though he's speaking English, but somehow it's like totally speaking my language even though he's from the northern hemisphere and totally different, but yeah.
What kind of things does he speak about?
I don't know. He's in a foreign land. It's probably horrible stuff. He's one of the ones that I was talking about, that song. I don't want to know what he's singing about because I bet it's gross. So, you know, rock and roll can be gross. It annoys me, but I still like the music. Yeah.
Sometimes I have had moments where I've heard the lyrics and kind of been turned off songs a little bit. Because, you know, it's not necessarily the first thing that I hear. I don't know, I'm just really bad at kind of picking out lyrics sometimes.
Yeah?
You know, that classic thing of, you know,
what do you listen
think
to?
it's something completely different. And
You just listen to the guitars?
Yeah, I guess the music and stuff first. Well, everything, not just the guitars.
Well, like, I can remember once talking about somebody's drum solo to a drummer, and he was all like, oh my god, I can't believe you haven't enjoyed more drum solos in your life. And it's all like, well, you know, not that interested in drumming to tell the truth. No offence to drummers, but, you know, it's not what I overall listen to in a band. Maybe a bit more now. But at the time, I just thought they kept the beat. Oh no, I'm gonna get like killed on the internet by millions of drummers, aren't I? No one's watching this, it's great.